Hello everyone, my name is Kieran. Welcome to the Manchester United versus Chelsea match preview, and hopefully this stream goes better than the preview I did before for the Man City game. But thank you very much for joining me if you are joining me live. As I said, as usual, please do leave your thoughts in the live chat and in the comment section down below if you haven't already. And as we always do in the previews, make sure you get your comments in the comment section below, because I love to get your thoughts in the comment section, not just as a live stream. And also, in this preview, we're going to be talking about the opposition, Chelsea, how we're going to have to stop them, going through my predicted lineup, and then the score prediction. And along the way, I'm going to be answering all of your guys' comments in the live chat, so please do keep them coming. And yeah, just support the stream as you guys usually do. So yeah, thank you very much. And also, thank you very much for 616 subscribers as well. Really, really does mean a lot to me. So thank you so much for helping out with that. But of course, Chelsea is the main agenda, really. And this is about the top four, let's be honest. Tomorrow for me is win or bust. That is what I've titled the stream. If we don't win this game, I think even though we've got two very winnable games in Cardiff and Huddersfield, I think realistically that is going to be it for the season if we don't win tomorrow. I think Arsenal will probably get more than 4 points out of their next few games. I think they will drop points somewhere, but I think if we lose and fail to capitalise for probably the third time, then I think we will be out of it, and it will be between Arsenal and Chelsea who gets top four. So we have to win this game. It's imperative that we do win this game. And luckily, with other results, we're still in it. If Arsenal and Chelsea had actually won the games that they had in hand over us, then we wouldn't be in it at this moment in time. But luckily, we are still in the hunt for the top four, and we're very fortunate to be. So hopefully against Chelsea, we've been gifted a lifeline, and we have to take this lifeline. Otherwise, we've got nothing else really. Welcome the all-round podcast, Sick Ball, Football Fan 148, and João Nicita. Thanks for joining, guys. Really appreciate it as always. And yeah, Football Fan 148, obviously a Chelsea fan, says, hey man, home for a Chelsea win tomorrow. Of course you're home for a Chelsea win. And also João says, whoever wins the match shores Champions League for next season. I'm not sure it's that far, because of course, if we win the match, Chelsea still remain in the top four above us. But if we do win the match, that is a massive psychological kind of boost for us in terms of the rest of the season, where, let's be honest, we've only got Huddersfield and Cardiff, two very winnable games that we'd expect us to win. So if we do win this game and go level on points with Chelsea, providing that Chelsea do drop points between now and the end of the season, and Arsenal as well drop points, then we should not be looking in too bad shape whatsoever. Welcome to TTX. Thanks for joining, mate. Appreciate it. He goes, evening. We look bad at the moment with a squad full of mercenaries. We need to turn up, and hopefully we do turn up. And if we don't turn up, I think the fans are going to continue to turn on the players. And for me, there should be a massive, massive incentive to turn up in this game, because a lot of these players are under scrutiny right now. And really, you know, if they don't show up towards the end of the season, it could be the difference between them being kept on and being sold in the summer. So for me, if I was a Man United player, there'd be a massive incentive for me to go out there and play my heart out, because no one is safe at the moment. No one is safe of their position. Welcome to posting in. Thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it. If you are new around here on the Skype, if it is lagging a bit, then I'm not sure, but I might be trying out the Skype, so we'll see how it goes. Sigball says, I've got Man United, Chelsea winning 2-1, Hazard, Rashford and Giroud in the 94th minute. Please, I would hate for that to be right, but yeah, if we were to concede in my opinion. But yeah, I'm worried for United as a non-United fan. Oh, right, of course, yeah, of course. I mean, it's flattering that you are worried for us, because I think a lot of United fans feel the same way. But there are a lot of rival fans who are currently laughing at our situation, and I don't blame them. Let's be honest, I don't blame them. Full fan 148, no, I do not think this game is a Champions League qualification decider. I think it will be decided on the final day of the season. I mean, I think the overall Champions League qualification will be decided on the final day of the season. I think if we lose this game, if Man United lose this game, I think we're out of the top four completely. So I think Chelsea can afford to lose this game, because they're in fourth spot, and so if they do lose, then it won't be too bad for them. Obviously, it'd be a bit of a step back for them, But obviously they're in the better position than us at the moment in time. If we lose this game, I think we're out of top 4. And if you do disagree with me, please do let me know. But I think we do lose this game. I think we are out of top 4. TTX says I need to play Bayern Herrera. Look at Arsenal; they're playing Ramsey even though he's going. Well, I think since Herrera's not been in the side, we played worse. And I think actually under Herrera did such an underrated job for us that I think we need him. We definitely need him in this team. So hopefully we do see Ander Herrera make a return. I think he'll be brilliant. I think we do need him. And our midfield has looked weaker without him. So hopefully we do see it. Welcome to MH. Thanks for joining. If you are new, pal, please do subscribe to the channel. That'd be absolutely fantastic. He says we need new owners, and I totally agree, mate. I absolutely agree with you. I'm not sure if we are ever going to be top of the tree with the owners we've got, because they starve the club with too much at the helm of Manchester United, and he existed before the Glazers as well. So with Ed Woodward and the Glazers in charge, I don't think we're ever going to be at the level we were. And if you don't agree with me, let me know. But I just don't see it. I think we're not going to be able to have the financial power and the backing to do anything. And the managers that come in won't have that financial backing that they need. When you sack a manager and bring somebody else in, you need to back them all the way. And I don't think we've done that with David Moyes, with Louis van Gaal, and with Jose Mourinho. I'm not sure if they've really been backed fully. So, again, I don't know. It's hard. It really is hard, because I don't see who's going to overtake them, who's going to buy out Manchester United. But hopefully someone does. Posting in says a win today though would give United a boost for Champions League. Yeah, it definitely would. Sigball says, Chelsea got flips up 6-0 against City, so Chelsea could lose against 6-0. You never know. Yeah, but Man City are just on a different planet to us. I'm not even afraid to say that. Man City are just relentless. They are so much better than us. It was ridiculous. If you saw my review of the City game, if you haven't already, make sure you do check out my Man City review. But it was ridiculous how far away we are from Man City. We were playing at home and we were made to look like the away side. It was ridiculous. Curry, welcome to the stream. Curry, thanks for joining as always. Really appreciate it. He says, now City are out. Who do you think will win the Champions League? Very, very good question. For me, I think Barcelona will win it. And I'm only really saying that because I hope Barcelona will win it. I don't want Liverpool getting anywhere near it, to be honest with you. But I think, if I was going to be honest, I think Liverpool have a really, really good chance of winning it. Obviously, if they don't win the league this year, they'll turn their attentions to the Champions League. And I think Liverpool's squad probably could beat Barcelona, I'm not going to lie. And that is a very, very frightening prospect. T-Tex Herrera wasn't seen at training today, that's a concern. Yeah, I really hope Herrera does get into the squad. I hope he plays, because I want to see him. I do want to see Herrera before the end of the season. All the rumours surrounding him. I want him to end on a high this season. I think he has had a good season for us, especially under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So it's been very disappointing not to see Ander Herrera play this last month. And I think he would have had a good impact for us. So I think he does an underrated job in that midfield. He breaks up the play. He does the dirty work really, and he is someone who always gives 100% for the badge. You can always guarantee a great performance from Ander Herrera. So I want to see him in the team, no doubt about it. I want to see Herrera lining up tomorrow. And if he doesn't, then I don't know what's happening with him. Full Fan 148 thinks Liverpool who wins the Champions League this season. Interesting shout. M8 says, with the Glazers and Ed Woodward, we will never win the league or challenge. And I think you're right, mate. I totally agree. Posting in says, it's amazing how much worse the owners look without a manager like Alex Ferguson. Exactly, mate. When you've got someone like Sir Alex Ferguson, who behind the scenes, not only as a football manager, but behind the scenes is doing so much. It's when we don't have that anymore, these sort of problems get exposed, and obviously the owners are now being exposed for what they are, and also some of the players as well are being exposed. So maybe that's a good thing. Who knows? TTX says Glazers are backing us, but the recruitment of players are awful. No infrastructure behind Ole. I think that's a very, very good point. The recruitment strategies have been very, very poor. If you actually look at the money we've spent, it is quite close to Manchester City's total, and yet we're nowhere near Man City. It's about recruitment and the players we brought in. Yes, you look at the likes of Martial, Memphis, Angel Di Maria. these players on paper are brilliant players we brought to this football club, but they just didn't suit the style of Manchester United, or didn't suit the style that the manager wanted to play. And for me, I would much rather bring in players that suit the style the manager wants to play, so that when the manager comes in, they can have the tools that they need to implement their style. If that style doesn't work, then you can, question the manager. But I don't think you can really question a manager who hasn't been given the tools to succeed. If they have been given all the backing and all the tools and they haven't succeeded, then you can start to question them. All Run Paul says, can I call in? I might be opening the phone line soon. Once this kind of stream stops lagging a bit, I can see it's a bit kind of up and down on my screen anyway, so we'll see how that goes. Posting into them, just not sure if Ollie was the right decision. I think you need a more proven manager like Simeone maybe. Well, obviously when Solskjaer came in and he went on that magical run, a lot of people were saying he was the right appointment, but as soon as it's got a bit of a sticky patch for United, people are kind of going back on his word, and I think it's too early to turn on Solskjaer, and I think the Man United fans as well will not turn on Solskjaer. They will turn on the players on the pitch before they turn on Solskjaer. So, again, I think Solskjaer, we have to give him at least a season to see whether it'd be the right appointment. And I really hope this time we see a manager outstay their 3-year contract. We haven't seen a manager outstay their contract yet. I think David Moyes, this season would have probably been his last season in his contract. And we sacked him, 5 years ago? I mean, we need managers to kind of, stick out their contracts. So, ultimately, I want to see that. And if we don't see that, then it'll be very, very disappointing. Especially because it's Solskjaer as well. It would be very, very disappointing. Posting in says, I'm just not sure if Ollie was the right decision. I think you need more. Oh, right, I've already read that one out. Curry says, Messi's going to terror Van Dijk. Well, I hope he doesn't as a Man United fan. But I think you could be right. He has done very, very well at the new camp before. So to be honest with you, oh sorry, my green screen's a bit messed up. To be honest with you, I would not be fully surprised if he did. Right, that'll do. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. No, it's fine. It's all right again. It's about as good as it's going to get, guys. I do apologise, and my green screen was knocked over there. Welcome to the Tactical Show, and welcome Crazy Piece of Gaming. Thanks for joining, guys. Really appreciate it. But yeah, it's in. Gonna have to take a little break here. But yeah, keep getting your comments in, keep your thoughts in. Of course, as well, if you are watching this as a video, please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, because I always watch these back as videos and stuff, and if you guys do, please let me know what your thoughts are. So yeah, I'm going to start as well on Chelsea. I'm going to talk a bit about our opponents tomorrow, and Chelsea come into this one not on the best of form, I've got to say. Chelsea, still currently sitting 4th place, which is the best spot in between us, Arsenal and Chelsea. But they come into this one off the back of a 2-2 draw against Burnley. Now, in that game, whilst Chelsea kind of dominated Burnley, Burnley took their chances and won the game. They frustrated Chelsea at home. And, of course, in that game, they suffered the injury of Callum Hudson-Odoi. Now, for me, I think that is a big injury for Chelsea, because he was one of their breakout stars over the last couple of games. So, I think the fact that he's injured right now, and the fact that he won't be able to be used in that Manchester United game, It could prove detrimental to them. I think he would be a really, really good option to have off the bench. Yes, Chelsea have still got some really, really good players, but I think that Hudson-Odoi was definitely a shining light in that Chelsea team. So the fact they don't have him is going to be a bit. Well, it's going to affect their morale. I mean, hopefully it affects their morale. But he is a good talent, and I do expect Hudson-Odoi to be at the height of his powers, within the next 5 or 10 years. But yeah, I think, Hudson-Odoi coming off the bench for Chelsea could have been a really, really good option for them. But yeah, they've still got some brilliant options, no doubt about that. Eden Hazard as well, coming to Old Trafford. Hasn't had a brilliant record when coming to Old Trafford, but he's still a world-class player. A player who probably is going to leave for Real Madrid in the summer. So, again, I think if Hazard shows up, then Chelsea blow teams away. If Hazard doesn't show up, then I think it could be a good game for us. But of course, we're going to have to show up as well, and hopefully we see a big reaction from that Man City game. Welcome to Rashford Jawara, thanks for joining. He says, posting in, have you seen Diogo Simeone's first season? I don't get why people are doubting Ole. How many managers in the past 6 years never doubt your manager? Well, as I was saying before, I think, I want to see a manager see out their contract, and I hope Ole Gunnar Solskjaer sees out his 3-year contract, and in that time, we make a lot of progress, we sign some good players, we challenge for the title, and if we do that, I'm going to be a happy guy, and hopefully win some silverware as well. Welcome to Man United Fans TV as well, thanks for joining, really appreciate it. He says, oh Man City, we struggle tomorrow against Burnley, because Burnley apply really good teams, Burnley apply really good teams, and oh yeah, obviously Burnley, did make Chelsea struggle. And I think really, if Man City get past that Burnley game, I think they'll be alright. But if they don't get past that, if Burnley take a point off City, it's going to be a very, very interesting title race from here on in, I've got to say. Apparently Kante and Rudiger will both be available for tomorrow. Yeah, of course, Chelsea are probably going to have quite a fit squad for tomorrow. I think Eric Bailly and Herrera are both coming back for Manchester United, which is obviously a positive, and I hope we see a few changes as well, just to freshen up the team and keep the team hungry as well. I'm looking forward to the game, but of course, Chelsea have got a very, very good squad, and I think they will have a bit of possession in the game as well. But it's just about whether we take our chances, whether we're clinical enough. In the last few games, we have not been clinical enough whatsoever. I mean, Jesse Lingard in that Manchester derby had an absolute sitter to get the game back to 1-1, and that would have completely changed the complexion of the game. Those are the sort of chances that you need to go in when you're chasing the top 4 or chasing the Premier League or surviving in the Premier League. You need to do that. If you don't do that, then you're not going to get anywhere. So, again, we have to be ruthless. We have to take our chances. We have to be clinical. And if not, we can pack up and go home. Curry says, we say that Mourinho was such a bad manager for United, but he never won a trophy ever. Klopp has been at Liverpool for a few years, spent a lot but won nothing. Yeah, hopefully that stays the same this season. But exactly, I mean, Mourinho even won 2 trophies for us. 3 trophies if you count the Community Shield. Jurgen Klopp has currently won nothing. And yes, whilst Liverpool have progressed a lot since he's come into Liverpool, they still haven't won any silverware. And I think if he doesn't win any silverware this season and for the next few seasons, that is going to be something which is kind of lampooned at him for the rest of his career. The fact that when he came into Liverpool, he didn't win any trophies. And ultimately, as a top flight manager, you are assessed on the amount of trophies you win, not about how good the football is you're playing. Rasmus and Derek and Lennox, thanks for joining, guys. Really do appreciate it. As I said, please do leave a like if you haven't already. That'd be absolutely brilliant. And also keep getting your thoughts in the live chat. Really do appreciate it. We will be getting on to the predicted lineup very, very shortly as well. Derek says we'll win 2-1. I like the positivity, Derek. Like the positivity. Lennox says just says hi. Hello, Lennox. Thanks for joining. Rasmus says we are 3 points behind Chelsea. They have a better goal difference, so we can see it like 4 points. So losing tomorrow is the end of any chances up top 4. Totally agree, mate. As I said, I totally agree. If we lose tomorrow, we're busted. As I said, win or bust. If we lose tomorrow, that's it. No second chances. Even if we won all of our games, Chelsea would be too far gone. 6 points ahead with 6 points ahead with superior goal difference. It's not going to happen. So we have to win this game. If not, that's it. Some United fans saying, though, that if we don't get top 4, maybe it'd be a good thing. Maybe it'd be a wake-up call. The only problem is if we don't get top 4, some of the best players aren't going to come to United. Because why would they come to a team that doesn't have Champions League? Even if we offer so much money, that they're not going to come if we don't have Champions League. So Champions League, of course, is a big, big draw. But some saying we need a bit of a kick up the arse. So who knows? Yeah, I'm not sure. I've seen the stream lag a bit, guys, and I do apologise if it is lagging. Probably because of that, I won't be able to open up the phone lines tonight, which is disappointing because I want to hear what you guys have to say. But hopefully in a future stream, I will be able to open up Skype once again. But unfortunately tonight, I probably can't do the Skype, which is really annoying. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I've been trying to sort this out. I mean, it's just obviously internet issues and things like that. But I want to be able to do the Skype when everything's kind of, everything's kind of moving smoothly and things like that. And if it isn't, then I don't want to stop it by doing the Skype, if you know what I mean. So I do apologise about that. But yeah. Welcome to Football Fan Fever as well. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. Make sure you check out his channel if you haven't already in the description down below. So there you go. He says a 2-1 loss. Don't say that, Dan. Don't say that. No, I don't want to. We want positivity. We want positivity. But yeah, no, you could be right. You could be absolutely right, mate. Rashford says Mourinho is right about the mentality. He's right that finishing second place was the biggest achievement with the players we have. And he was right about the players' attitude out of the board. It's funny how all this sort of stuff comes out now. A lot of people were saying Jose out, but it seems that it's coming back now. It seems that it's coming back to bite a lot of Manchester United fans. But there you go. I did stick with Jose Mourinho till quite late. But I think at the end, I did kind of start to think that Mourinho, it was time for him to go. Ricky, welcome to the stream. Ricky, thanks for joining as always, pal. He says, everyone's trying to finish 6th. Tottenham losing again. Exactly. I mean, yeah, no one wants that 4th spot. I mean, I think Spurs, to be honest with you, are pretty much safe with 70 points. But still, everyone's losing games. Everyone's faltering. If we win tomorrow, that'll be a massive, massive win for us in terms of the top 4. With Cardiff and Huddersfield in our last 2 games, compared to Chelsea and Arsenal's last few fixtures, we have a big chance. If we win tomorrow, we've got a decent chance. So, yeah, I mean, if we have to win tomorrow, as I said, if we don't win, top 4's gone. Lennox says, I think Arsenal will lose tomorrow, so we have to beat Chelsea. I hope so, Lennox. I hope you're right. And if Arsenal do lose tomorrow and we beat Chelsea, we're in a very, very good position. Dazza says, I think we'll get beat 1-0, sadly. I think you could be right. Our home form this season has been absolutely shocking. So I wouldn't be surprised if we put in a similar performance that we did against West Ham and Watford, where we kind of played really, really shocking, but we got the 3 points. And to be honest with you, as I said, at this stage of the season, 3 points is all that matters. It really is all that matters. Derek says we can't afford another loss. Totally agree, mate. Full Fan Viewer says everyone's talking about Rash dying, saying start him. I say no. He needs to return to his old steps, which is the youth team. Wow. So you're saying Rashford to go back to the youth team. That is a big shout about that. But I don't know. I think Rashford's a good player, but at the moment it's not great. It's not great for Rashford. But hopefully he can finish the season strong. Rashford says, I'm still Josie out. Just started to realise things. Of course, yeah. Ricky says, I think he was right to get rid of Mourinho, but he was one of only many problems. Totally agree, Ricky. Couldn't have summed it up better myself. Talco Show says, I need to say a massive sorry to Jose. Well, you're not the only one, mate. You're not the only one. Lennox says Wolves deserve top 4. I mean, to be fair, the way they've been playing against the top 6 sides is commendable. It really is commendable. 3-1 United, says the Tactical Show. Love the positivity, mate. Love it, Asim. I hope you're right. Rasmus says, not United related, but I hope Messi will put the Scousers in their place. Yep. Rasmus, I totally agree. I mean, if he doesn't show up against Liverpool, I'll be very, very salty indeed. Very salty. Ricky says, why is Greenwood not playing when Rashford is playing so poorly? I know I would love to see Greenwood get a chance. I think, at this stage of the season, 3 games left, there's no point why not. And I think if Greenwood doesn't get a chance against Chelsea and we do lose a game, I think he will get a chance against Cardiff and Huddersfield. And I want to see what Greenwood can offer, because Greenwood in the youth team has been playing some blinding stuff. So I hope to see Greenwood in the starting 11 for Manchester United in many years to come. So yeah, Dan says, according to BBC Sports, Norwich are promoted and Messi won the title for Messi. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Obviously, fair play to Norwich for getting promoted. And obviously Barcelona were always going to win La Liga. They were so far ahead of Madrid, it was ridiculous. It just showed how much Real Madrid relied on Ronaldo. Kieran, do you know Thogden? I do know Thogden, the Bolton vlogger, of course. I do know of him. I don't know him personally, but I do know of his channel. Derek says, am I the only one that thinks Lingard has been shocking but gets a pass because he's from the youth setup? I don't think you're the only one, Derek. I think there's a lot of people that agree with you. I think Lingard definitely has gone off the boil recently. And I think he is a bit of a squad player, I've got to say. I think he is a bit of a squad player. I used to think that Lingard could provide us with a lot, but he's just been off form for a few months now, and it's not great. It's not great. But it's interesting. Next season, would you keep Jesse Lingard, or do you class him as deadwood and would get rid of him? Let me know your thoughts. But I am going to get into my predicted 11. Of course, the All Round podcast there puts his predicted 11 in the live chat. It goes with De Gea, Young, Smalling, Lindelof, Shaw, McTominay, Herrera, Pogba, Lingard, Rashford and Martial. Back to the old days, what we had when Solskjaer was first in charge. It worked very, very well then. But yeah, I'd love to see Herrera get back into the side, McTominay as well. But yeah, I'm going to give you my starting 11 prediction right now. I think it's time to do that. So my starting 11 prediction for the game is David De Gea in goal. Some people saying they would start Romero, they would drop David De Gea because of his recent dip in form. Solskjaer, I don't think he's going to drop De Gea. He said he's not going to drop De Gea. So I'm going to put De Gea in the starting lineup. I'm going to go with De Gea in goal. I'm going to go with Luke Shaw at left back, Smalling and Lindelof as the centre backs. And I think Solskjaer's going to go with Ashley Young again as the right back. I would love to see Dalot play. I think it'd be better if we see Diogo Dalot play at right back. But I think if I was to predict a lineup, I think Solskjaer's going to go with Young. 3 midfield, Pogba. I think he's going to go with Pogba, Herrera and Fred. And then the 3 up front, I think he's going to go with Lukaku up front, Rashford and Lingard. So I think that's how he's going to play it. That is my predicted lineup anyway. De Gea, Shaw, Lindelof, Smalling, Young, Pogba, Fred and Herrera. And then Rashford, Lingard and Lukaku as the front 3. As I said, that's not my preferred formation. But that's not my preferred team, but I think that is what Solskjaer's going to go with tomorrow afternoon. But if you disagree with me, let me know your thoughts. Ricky says he wouldn't get rid of Lingard from the starting lineup. Not sell him though. He's always been a squad player. All right, so you wouldn't get rid of him from the. No, you would get rid of him from the starting lineup, but he's a good squad player. Fair enough. I think that's a good point. I think he is a decent player when he wants to be. So as a squad player, there's no harm in keeping him, in my opinion. Derek thinks we've got to play 4-3-3. I agree with that, mate. Lennox says, Jesse Lingard is only good at the Jesse Lingard Stadium, aka the dance floor. Yeah, he's made that his own, but I wish he was much better at his own stadium, Old Trafford. I think that would be better. Talk Show says, Dave is the best in the world. A bit of a dip in form always happens to the best. He will overcome it 100%. Yeah, and I hope so, and I think he is someone that has saved our backside for the last kind of 5-6 years. And for people to start turning on him now and saying, oh yeah, I would sell him, is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Why are you turning on David De Gea, someone who's done so much for this club, just after the last few performances? I don't understand it. When I read that sort of stuff on Twitter, it boils my blood. It really does. Full Fan 148 says Ashley Young needs to be sold in the summer. He gives the ball away quite a lot of the time, and he needs to go. There you go, Ashley Young. I think a lot of United fans will agree with you, mate. I think a lot of United fans think Ashley Young's deadwood. He's got the contract extension, so to get rid of him would cost a bit more money. But I think a lot of United fans would say Ashley Young epitomises why the club's not doing so well. So yeah, I think Ashley Young, he has been a good servant for us, but I think age is definitely catching up with him, in my opinion. Ricky says Alexis Sanchez is our biggest problem. Needs to go ASAP. Even if we have to pay to release him, he's going to be the downfall of this club if he stays. And I think Sanchez's career at Manchester United, for me, has epitomised how how this club has been for the last 5-6 years. You know, a lot of promise, a big name coming in, a lot of promise, and then flopping. And that is what this club done. You know, a load of kind of promising talent coming in. As I mentioned earlier, Memphis, Di Maria, these sort of players have been coming into the club and then just flopping. And ultimately, that's what has happened to Alexis Sanchez as well. And I don't know why. It just seems to be a revolving door of these sort of talents flopping, which isn't ideal. But yeah, Rashford says Greenwood gains 44, goals 46, assists 13. Yeah, he's fantastic. He really is fantastic. And I hope to see him. Ricky says we spent 95 million on Alexis Sanchez so far. Shocking. I know, it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. Razvan says lol, Messi came on for a sub and scored the goal that wins La Liga for Barca. So typical. Come on, Leo, destroy the Scousers next. Let's hope he does. The league's over for them. They don't have to worry about the league. It's now time to crush the dreams of every Scouser out there. Hopefully we do that. Hopefully Barcelona do it. I wish we were in the position to do it, but unfortunately we're not. Asim says Young needs to change his name to Old. Yeah, exactly. Ashley Old. Oh, I love that. But yeah, Lennox says can't forget the infamous Falcao. Oh yeah, Falcao again. Yeah, Jesus. I mean, Falcao, another blast from the past. Honestly, so many of these names have come to Man United where you think, as a United fan, you're so excited. You're thinking, Memphis coming to United, Di Maria, world-class players coming to Man United. We're going to be back in challenging for the league. And then we finish 6th. It's ridiculous, really. It's so depressing. The Watford Hornet, thanks for joining, mate. Really appreciate it. And he says, I'm gutted about the Watford result today. I hope you beat Chelsea so their momentum isn't great for our game. But if Wolves beat Burnley, it won't matter anyway. Yeah, of course, your battle for 7th place. The loss today didn't help, but yeah. Yeah, well, we'll try and beat Chelsea for you. We'll try and do you a favour. And hopefully you can repay the favour by beating Chelsea as well. Because that'll be great. That'll just help us. You know, we scratch your back, you scratch ours. You know what I mean? Ricky says he ruined the wage structure and Ed Woodward isn't willing to give other players a pay rise. Herrera's leaving because of Sanchez and De Gea and Pogba will follow. Very good point. Very good point. Fourth and one race, I agree with you, Kieran. De Gea has saved your ass for years now, and to see all the criticism against him, that is just so sad and disgusting to see. Couldn't put it better myself, mate. Ricky said, did Falcao ever play for us? I don't recall, mate. I don't recall. Fourth and fifth says, I would sign Mikel Antonio from West Ham, top player, 20 mil bid, and you got him easy. He did well against Spurs today, and that could potentially be a goal that helps us out as well. But yeah, Mikel Antonio, he's strong, he's physical, very skillful on the ball as well. I'm not sure if he's really Manchester United level, but I don't know, £20 million? I personally wouldn't sign him, but everyone's got an opinion at the end of the day. Welcome to RB Comps, thanks for joining, pal. But yeah, it looks like no one wants top 4, he says. I totally agree, no one wants top 4. Everyone's just bottling it at the moment, and we need to win tomorrow just to keep that momentum going. Get some momentum started, rather, really. Rashford says, Kieran, tell us, De Gea haters, have we got any player better than him in the past 6 years? I totally agree. I think David De Gea has been the only world-class signing we've made in the last 6 years. So people hating on him are stupid, really stupid. Lennox said, did you see Antonio's celebration? It was very funny, man. I'm not going to recreate it here, but it was very funny. Full Family says, Man United used to sign them kind of players back in the day under Fergie, why not? Well, Sir Alex Ferguson, the fact that we were winning trophies as well. Now we're in a time of uncertainty, and players don't like that. They want to come to a team which has a plan, a project to build on, and I don't see that at the moment, in my opinion. So there you go. There you go. RB comes as Man United level. What? So Young, Smalling, Jones, Lukaku, Lingard are. I'm not saying they are, mate. I'm not saying they are, but I'm just saying we need players who are at a decent level, who who are players that are going to improve us. And I'm not sure if Mikel Antonio would improve us. Someone like a Paulo Dybala, incidentally, would be lovely. So if you could just hand him over to us and we'll give you Lukaku, I think that's a fair swap. Watford Hornets says Antonio's too inconsistent for Man United. Someone like Lozano could be good for you, but he's so unproven it's a massive punt. Yeah, I mean, at this point, we might have to take punts. If we don't get Champions League football, we are going to have to sign some players who are a bit unknown. So that might be our reality. So yeah. RB comes as Chesney underrated, has been nothing short of world class this year. Learned a lot from Gigi Buffon. Made a somewhat mistake today. He pulled off 3 world class saves as well. I think Chesney's a good goalkeeper. He wasn't bad for Arsenal, but he seems to be doing very, very well for Juventus. Full fan viewer disagreed. He doesn't want Dybala at Old Trafford. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, again, you say about the style of play, and I think players do need to come in and fit the style and the project that we're going to build. So yeah, I think that's very, very important. So Dybala, I think he's a decent player, but whether he fit our style of play, I guess that is definitely something that remains to be seen. But guys, I am going to give you my score prediction for the Chelsea game. As I said, I think it's going to be a very, very difficult game, especially by the way that we've been playing at the moment. We've been playing absolutely shocking, as Darryl would say, absolute cack at the moment. So if we were to win this game, I think Chelsea would be embarrassed almost. I think Chelsea come into this game almost joint favourites with us. I don't think you could really pick a winner for this one, because it's almost we're both so bad this season that it's going to be a very interesting game. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to Manchester United, same result as it was last season. I think we might just have enough to go over the line. I'm hoping we see a massive reaction. I hope the players realise how big of a test this is, how important this game is. I hope they realise that, and I hope we can pull out the result. 3 points is all that matters. Rashford could bag a goal. I think Pogba could bag a goal from the penalty spot as well. His 9th penalty, incidentally. And I think if anyone's going to score for Chelsea, it will be Eden Hazard, because he seems to be in decent form for them. So 2-1 United is my score prediction. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as well. Want to hear what you have to say. But yeah, I mean, I don't like predicting a loss, but I think a 2-1 win to Manchester United. I am looking forward to the game. Big games coming thick and fast for United. But this is really almost our last big game of the season. If we win this game and if we win this game and others around us drop points, I think we've got a massive chance of getting top 4. If we win this game and Arsenal don't drop points, I think it's going to be very, very difficult. But again, we're going to have to rely on other results, whatever happens. But we have to win our games. And if we win our last remaining 3 games, I think we'll put ourselves in with a good shout. Welcome to Brother Gaming. He says, interesting that our turn of form has coincided with Rue's absence. Mate, Wayne Rooney left ages ago, mate. So, look, I think in terms of character, Wayne Rooney was brilliant, but anyway, Lennox says 2-1 United. I think Lingard will score the winner again. I hope so, Lennox. I hope you're right. All round Pog says jog on Football Fan 148. We will win at home. Look, our home form's been poor. So as a Chelsea fan, I would be confident going away from home at Old Trafford because our form has been poor, no doubt about it. Ricky says 1-0 United. I like that, Ricky. Love it. Harvey comes as Lingard, nothing more than a bench warmer. I think there are some United fans who agree with you, mate. Rasmus says a big contrast between prediction based on my head and my heart. My heart says 3-0 United, but my head says 2-0 Chelsea. Go with your heart, mate. Go with your heart. Full Fan Fever says Wan-Bissaka, best right back in the world, would sign him up or nothing in my book. Sorry. I mean, I think Wan-Bissaka is definitely is brilliant. I think Wan-Bissaka is fantastic. Someone who could really improve our backline. Someone who could, has got a big future ahead of him and would probably do a better job than Ashley Young. Very, very impressive. I wouldn't mind getting him. I really wouldn't mind getting him. So yeah, Wan-Bissaka hopefully, and I think we wouldn't have to pay too much for him as well. RB.com says, did you watch the Ajax game? Pulled off 4 out of 5 world-class saves. I agree. He was fantastic. Of course, unfortunately didn't go through in that game, but what can you say? Brother Game says, I reckon the football world is in for a shock. I don't know what that means, but I guess it is. Rashford says, who knows with our ridiculous players nickname end with a Y? Oh, yeah. Ricky says, I don't want to see Ollie trying to fancy formations again tomorrow, and I do not want to see him saying rashy and crap like that. We need to get back to basics, there's no doubt about it. Get back to winning formula. We had a winning formula at the start when Solskjaer came in. We need to go back to the formula, and hopefully we do see that. But I'm not confident for the game, but I think we might just get over the line, and really at this stage of the season, that is all that matters. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much to all of you guys that tuned in live. Really appreciate your company as always. Please do leave a like if you haven't already. It really does help the channel. Subscribe if you are new. We are nearing 620 subscribers, so thank you very much for all your support, and I will be back live tomorrow with the review of the game, hopefully with a smile across my face, unlike the last few ones where I have been very, very depressed. Hopefully this time, please, I want to be happy. I want to be beaming with pride after this game, and hopefully the players turn up for this one. So, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Come on, United. Don't let me down. Put in a good performance, and hopefully by this time tomorrow, we're back in with a shout of the top 4. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.